When it comes to accountability, sometimes it's in short demand. I'm thinking about the incident that happened with the young people that were chasing down the parent and beat up the parent here in the city of Chicago. And I knew when I had seen it, many of us have our own opinions, but I knew that when I seen it, that I told my mom, out of all of that, one of the parents are still going to say that that parent did something to provoke for their child to act that way. I didn't hear it stated that way, but I did hear it in the manner in which it seemed like some other parents were saying, I'm sorry, but. I seen this with this young lady that was talking about how um, children who are raised by parents who don't take accountability for their own actions raise children that don't take accountability for their actions and then become grown-ups in turn that don't take accountability for their actions. And I think that's one layer that's going on with it, as well as to why the children are acting and took it upon themselves to do that. Um, we are raised in a society where, because of social media, things that the kids are seeing, a lot of things, and even playing games, a lot of times they could do harm, but you know what? I can shut the game down. I can go on ahead and live another day. And in their minds, there's no cause and effect. And I've said that before. And do over and start all over again, even with games. This is something that is one issue, but then there's also an issue of parents also treating their child as if they're on the same level and the kids not understanding boundaries. And then there's also some of them having soft parenting and figuring, the way my grandmother raised me, I'm not going to follow that suit. That was too hard. I want to be much nicer, more gentler. However, in parenting, there's got to be a balance of a hard hand and a soft hand at the same time. Um, so, where do we go from here? Um, that's why programs like Butterflies in Effect are out, because one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is to stop that generational cycle. For people to understand that there are other ways and solutions, that you don't have to keep on following the same type of ways or solutions that was shown to you through your grandparents and your parents' parents and so on and so on. So right now, looking to be the solution instead of the problem. And that's the main thing here. We see what's going on now. What do we do? What do we do as far as the children? What do we do as far as being teachers? What do we do as far as being administrators? And most of all, what do we do as parents? That's my question to you. So we see that what's going on, but at the same time, how do we remedy that? And the way we remedy that is to take different actions. Listen and be in tune with ourselves. Equip our children with these skills and strategies when something doesn't feel right and they know that it's not right, for them to say, you know what, I'm not going to be a part of this. Because that's a lot of the parents that were in it were stating, well, my child said everybody else is doing it, so they followed along. But that's not the solution to that. And that means, sorry to say, in your parenting, or in your village, they didn't see any examples of anybody to say, hey, you know what, where's another way I could solve this instead of me going ahead and following suit with everybody else. There is something that needs to be unlearned, untrained, and being demonstrated for a child that does that. And in so many ways, their village failed them. That's just really simply put, because they didn't feel any way within themselves to say, hey, let me stop following them. Because there's about 15 kids out of there, and then maybe one of them, might say, let me stop walking and following this parent. This isn't the time. Or lie and say, hey, you know what, I got to go to band practice, or, oh, I got to go home. Um, you know, and then live with the fallout with it later on tomorrow, and say, they, hey girl, what happened to you? Why you didn't keep on always trying to get over that parent? Oh, I had something to do. I forgot. I had to go for a doctor's office, something. But just to leave it at that, that's very scary. And we've got to find solutions to that. All right, then. This is Miss B. I am the executive director and founder of Butterflies in Effect. If you're interested in finding strategies and ways as a parent empowerment circles, or even as having your kid involved into a positive community where they're learning skills, social and emotional learning skills, enroll them in Butterflies in Effect after school virtual program today. All right. Bye.